To wrap up chapter 9, we'll be going over one of Forrest's theories about how through a meditation practice you can essentially start to learn how to navigate your mind better. In particular though, through the corpus callosum, which is the connective tissue that connects the right and left hemispheres of the brain, because through a lot of these practices we're essentially trying to identify more with the right sides of our brains than our left. And then we'll also talk a bit about the spiritual eye. As you move your identification from the left brain processes to the right, you will begin to travel more and more through the corpus callosum, which is the massive connective tissue between the two brain hemispheres. I already mentioned that the right brain retains all of the meaning of your life. You can test this out for yourself with a poem or a sunset. Stare at a gorgeous sunset as the air comes alive with fire and ice. Take in the whole panorama and hold on to it as long as you can. Notice how the inspiration and meaning of the moment floods through you. After a little while, your left brain will attempt to assert its dominance and begin to pin words on the things you see. Remember, the left brain divides the world into labels and parts for quick storage. As it does this, watch as the special meaning of the moment automatically dwindles. Read your favorite poem and take in the whole meaning and spirit of it. Hold it in your heart and revel in the depth of feeling that it inspires. Now start to pull it apart. In which word is the meaning hidden? How did you arrive at the state you just held? What was the magic word combination that gave you hope or inspiration? The more you pry, the less you will find, since meaning is the domain of the right brain. Not only meaning and expansion, the right brain also holds all your mental pictures. To have a picture, you must have light, and the right hippocampus holds the actual light of your brain. As you near and begin to touch the source of the light in the guardian angel of the right brain and pass through the connective tissue of the corpus callosum, it is my theory that you are actually glimpsing a shadow of this light in the tunnel-like hallway of the corpus callosum. This forms the ring-like vision of the circular spiritual eye. It can appear as a white or golden circle. You may see only part of this circle, making it look like a half moon. You may see the bluish or indigo center, or it may appear simply as a dark cave in the center of your vision. All of these are possible and all come from touching on the right brain of light. I thought that was very cool. And then of course, you know, seeing this spiritual eye thing, a dark cave in the center, or like a ring, that just makes me start thinking of this whole hypnagogic shit that I love to talk about so much. But you know, as you're lying down in bed, you're quieting the mind, the left side of your conscious side of your brain is starting to shut down and quiet off and quiet down. What do you tend to see early on? Like a dark cave or a center point behind your closed eyes, right? That's when those hypnagogic, the very early stages of hypnagogic imagery start to come up, and then that progresses eventually into a full-on, you know, liminal dream scene, as if you're watching a movie, and then you progress past that, you enter into REM, then you're actually having a full-blown lucid dream, and it's just like waking life and, you know, all that cool stuff. Anyway, I got off on a tangent, and we'll end it there. So until the next video, keep your meditation practice legit.